Hello guys.
Hello.
Welcome back to the podcast. We're back again.
We are back.
And we will be back again.
You're going to get sick of us.
Yeah.
Because you're going to keep coming back every week.
Yeah. Get obsessed, you know. We told you to talk about us last week and I've not heard anyone put my name in their mouth. So
no. So what's going on?
You obviously didn't listen to what we were saying.
Want you invested in us.
Yeah. We want you involved, man. You're our community. Just know that. The beginning of our community. Remember, you people that are listening today were here from the start of our journey.
We will not forget you. But we don't want you to become like crazy fans.
Yeah, don't start rolling up and start saying, oh my God, I see your podcast. Where do you live?
I don't want to open my curtains in the morning and see you guys like parked outside.
Yeah.
That's too much for me.
Yeah.
It's weird though, because I was speaking to James this morning and we were talking about like fan culture and stuff like that. And I was saying that I don't not agree with it, because I think obviously that's what builds people up and that's how they get famous, and especially in terms of like influencers and like stuff like that. But I think it kind of scares me how these communities that people create, their fans, listeners, viewers get so invested in them even though they don't actually know the people.
Yeah.
And it kind of scares me how they're willing to like go to war for this person. Like Taylor Swift fans, if Taylor said tomorrow, I need you guys like front line, like they'd be there. It's like, I think it's mad that people get so invested in people that you only know and see what they allow you to.
Yeah.
What they choose, the tiny little snippet of their lives they show you. We've all been there, but I've never had that kind of like obsessive fan culture mentality. Like even when I was younger, when everyone was obsessed with like One Direction, like I've never had that. And I don't know if it's because I just don't have a very obsessive personality.
Or maybe you just haven't found the right person to be obsessed with, Prin.
Really?
Well, because for me, like, for those of you who don't know, I'm very into the Shits and Gigs podcast. I'm very much like a massive fan. I'm not going to roll up to their yard and be like, can I have a picture? Because I've heard they went on a podcast, someone in America, and the guy's podcast that they went on was saying that someone found where their parents live and went there on Thanksgiving and knocked on the door and asked for a picture, and it was like, what the hell are you doing at my yard? Like
it's so scary. I watched obviously these are like older YouTubers now, but like Zoella and Alfie Days, Zoe and Alfie, they years and years and years ago, they talked about like the first house that they moved into together. The reason why they didn't live there for as long as they'd originally intended to is because fans instantly found out where they lived.
How would I don't understand how
a newspaper published.
But what?
I don't know who it was,
can a newspaper be allowed to do that?
I feel like I don't know what the word is, but like the rights that they have and stuff, they can get away with doing quite like happens all the time. Like they sell fake stories in the newspaper all the time, and it's not true.
Yeah, I know, but like when you start putting people's information out to the public, I'm pretty sure isn't that crime?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it is now. I don't know if it was then. There's new laws coming in like, every day, but it happens like these fans, and it's like it's lovely that like you really want to see them and you want pictures with them, but it's like the community forgets that they're people. Yeah. Like they're just humans living their life.
Yeah.
They're like on this pedestal.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay to be obsessed, but for the right reasons. Like,
and I feel like obsessed is such a strong word.
Yeah, but
like you can like them.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it. I'm obsessed with Shits and Gigs, but that's just because I like how they've started and what they've built, and to be able to do what they do.
That's what I mean. It's different.
Yeah,
you admire what they've managed to create.
Admire is a better word.
Yeah,
like, I admire the fact that they're a podcast that's performing at the O2 Arena.
Exactly.
Are you mad?
It's unreal.
Yeah.
And I have that, like, for instance, Mahalia, she's a singer who she's probably the artist that I've seen the most in concert. I've seen her like 3 or 4 times in concert. I listen to all of her music. I really like her stuff. Would I say I'm obsessed with her? No. Would I say I admire what she's done? Yeah. She's a girl that's from Leicester. She went to Boa. Do you know what I mean? Like, she started out really small. She was doing really small venues. The first place I ever saw her was at the Wolverhampton Arts.
Yeah.
Wolverhampton Arts Centre, is that what it's called?
Isn't that?
New Hampton Arts Centre in Wolverhampton. Teeny tiny little place this is. Like, a very intimate gig. That's the first place I ever saw her. And, like, now she's got features with like some of the biggest artists. Like she's absolutely out there. So I admire what she's created, but I'm not like knocking on a front door like, please can I have a picture with you, or like commenting on everything that she posts, or like I'm not going to sit there and comment on anything that she does with her life. Like I don't understand why she's doing this. Well, I don't know her.
Yeah, she's got her own life to live. Like, she's not gonna live by how you want it to be.
Exactly.
Like, she wants to just live her life, do her passion, her talent, and
just do her thing.
Yeah.
And I also think a big thing as well that was thinking about in terms of this whole like fan culture and fandom and stuff is like this. I feel like people feel entitled to know things about people. So let's say like a YouTuber, for example, will use that vlogs. Yeah. They share so much of their life with the internet. So then I think it becomes a very blurred line of like, if they then choose not to share something, so let's say they have a breakup and they just say, listen, me and X have broken up, and they choose not to say why, everyone is like, why have you broken up? Didn't know what's going on. Like, we deserve to know. And it's like, just because they've shared elements of their life up until now, it doesn't mean that they aren't entitled to some element of privacy.
Yeah, like, you don't own them. This is a form of entertainment. Like,
exactly.
Do you rock up to the BBC and wait for these people to be like, oh yeah, I want a picture with this person? Well, no, they're here to work. This is their job. Like,
it is literally their job.
Like, would you roll up to Morrison's to see freaking Phil in the bakery because he bakes the best bread in the... No, bro, you're not going there. Oh, I need the picture. Oh, I need you to do this for me now. Like, no, it's his job. Do that.
I've seen Philly talk about it, like where he's been stopped in the street, and people, and it's lovely. Like, do not get me wrong. Like, if one day we ever get to that point and people are stopping us for a picture, like, your fans are what keep you going, and they are what has helped you build what you are. But he'll say, like, people will come up to him and they'll be like, oh, do that laugh that you do, and he'll be like, right, well, say something funny then. Like, I'm not just gonna laugh I'm not like a dancing monkey. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't just go. I don't know, I think, I'm not saying I don't know anyone that's like this, but I see a lot, especially like since TikTok has become such a big thing.
People need to know, like, there's a line with these kind of things, because I've got to remember as well, like, these fans as well are giving out like such strong opinions to people as well about their life. You don't know how that's going to affect them, especially when it comes to like how people look.
In what sense? What do you mean? Sorry.
Like, like, you've got your favourite actor, for instance, and then you see them in the streets and they don't look like how they look in the movie that you just saw. Like, you're not going to see Captain America, then you're not going to see him in the street and it's freaking tight. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they'll have a big strong opinion, or, oh, why do you do your hair like this? Like, when you was in this show, like, it looks so much better like this. Or even down to, I don't know, someone who plays a bigger person on screen.
Yeah.
And in real life, they're not as big. Hold on a minute, this is all fake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, it's not real life.
It's not real life. Like, it's something that someone's putting on the internet to entertain you.
Exactly.
So don't expect that entertainment in
to
life.
Just 100%, I agree. So yeah, that has been on my mind, and I don't know why, but I just wanted to shed some light onto that. What else has been on our minds?
Well, I know that we're both trying to get fit again.
We are trying to get fit again. That was
such a journey to go on. I swear down, man. Like, get into... You know what it is for me, yeah? Like, I don't mind how I look. It's how I feel. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. It's exactly what I was trying to explain to James this morning when I was having my morning mental breakdown.
Yeah, it's like, I want to feel strong. Like, if I look a bit thicker, I think it quite suits me looking a bit thicker, to be honest. I've been skinny my whole life. Yeah. I was just like, wasn't eating enough or whatever. But when I was going to the gym and I was getting strong, I was like, yeah, is that me lifting like that? Yeah, all right, cool.
It's a nice feeling.
It is a nice feeling. But then when I look at myself, I think, okay, I think since going to the gym and I'm getting stronger and I don't see the tonnage, the only place that bothers me, honestly, is my belly.
I think this is such a massive thing for like most women, because that's the exact same thing for me. I don't know what it is about like belly fat, but I just want it gone. But it's so ridiculous because it's just a layer of fat that's there to protect your organs, and it's really not that deep.
It really isn't. But then it's that whole thing of like how people look at you,
and what you see on social media, or when you go on a clothing website and like everyone looks the same. And this is the thing, like obviously, when you said about how you feel, mine is definitely how I feel, but mine's like how I feel within myself more than like, for instance, I don't know, when I look at myself in the mirror, I want to be like, yeah, I feel good with what I see. I don't care if anyone else says to me, oh, you look so good.
Yeah.
It's lovely to hear, but if I don't feel good, it's just irrelevant. Like,
it really is.
Don't stop telling me I look good.
Yeah.
I still want to hear it. It's nice. But also, like, basically this morning I looked in the mirror, I was getting changed, and I just thought, oh.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. It's disgusting. Like, I don't want to look at myself and feel like that. Like, we've spoke about this before with the Crohn's episode. Like, this is a vessel. This is my body.
Yeah.
It keeps me ticking, and I'm grateful for that. But also, I just think it's such a mental thing, because I'm sure there are people out there that would, if I body swapped with them, they would be like, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Or like, there's always going to be something that you see that you don't have that you want. And I feel like it's getting out of that mental side of things, and also having a realistic idea of what I actually look like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what I imagine in my head that I look like isn't what I actually look like.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm planning an outfit for a night out, I'll be like, right, so I'm going to wear this dress, and like my waist is going to look like this, and and in reality, that's not what it's going to look like, because I don't have a tiny waist.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the amount of body fat that I have. I just don't have a tiny waist. I never would. I could lose 3 stone and I wouldn't have a tiny waist, because I've got a wide rib cage. Like, I just go down on the side. That's fine. But I feel like, even though I've had this adult body now for years, I still haven't mentally accepted that that's what I actually look like.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing. Like, I don't know.
It really is. Like, there's a picture that me and you have together where I've looked at myself and thought, oh, something's gone terribly wrong here. Because it was at Laura's housewarming party.
Oh yeah.
And I could just see everything. Like, me, like, I don't mind wearing like crop tops and jeans or whatever. Like, I feel like I quite suit that look, or like I'll tend to wear more baggy stuff. Like, I normally cover myself. Like, I'm not badly shaped at all, really.
Not
like,
at all.
I can pull off most things. Like, if I need to femme it up, I can do that. I can do that. But I just feel like in certain outfits, like, I need to have like abs, for instance, like,
yeah,
or
like for that one outfit.
Yeah, or for that one angle where the camera you can just see like my rolls just like folding out everywhere. I'm just like, oh, let me tuck that back into my trousers. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But then again, like, does that stem from like people you've been around and like how you were raised, and people like judging how you look? Like, I was told, yo, you're so tall and so skinny, you should be a model, but you don't walk right. Do you know what I mean?
You can't win.
Yeah. Now I'm thicker. It's your face looks big, or like this looks. Like.
It is. I think it's a mixture of things, of like other people's comments, social media, model industry, like natural comparison that we all do with our friends. Like, you don't realise it, but like, you do naturally look at the people around you and think, oh, I really like, oh, she's got such a big bum, I wish I had a big bum. Oh, she's got such big boobs. Or I like that her boobs are small, so she can just wear backless things, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but you want all of that stuff. It's like, I wish that, and it's so ridiculous, because it feels so what's the word? Like, what's the word when something's just very, this is going to annoy me.
Something is very, describe the word that you're trying to say.
Like, do you know when, I can't even explain it. I feel like I'm having a complete mental blank. Like, do you know when you use, like, someone likes like really like designer things all the time, but that's very like,
it's very,
not surface level. That's not what, I mean, it is that. That's not the word I'm looking for. It'll come back to me. But like, it feels quite surface level to say, but like, I wish that I could just be like body swap every day. Like, depending on what outfit I want to wear. If I want to wear a nice little backless dress, I wish that I could wake up and have no boobs, so I didn't have to wear a bra with that outfit. Or if I want to wear like a really booby top, I wish I had big boobs that day. Or if I wish I wanted to wear something really baggy and I don't want my clothes to hang off my boobs or hang off my bum, I wish I could be super skinny that day. But it's ridiculous, because it's like, that's just how you look in clothes.
Yeah.
And it's really sad.
It really actually is quite sad, you know?
Like that, like, you'll look at yourself and you'll be like, oh no, this isn't how I want to look today. Well, that is how you look. So
yeah.
And being healthy, like, we're both on fitness journeys, like going to the gym, and I'm running and whatever, and we're becoming healthier, but yet there's still this like physical side of it that we're like combating. Like, as healthy as we're getting, there's still like this like body image side of it that's like, oh, how do you combat that?
Yeah.
It's such an inner, like, soul searching thing.
It really is, but it falls into every like aspect of your life, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Down to, as you were saying, like different outfits, and like even down to just like places that you'll go to, or like people you'll hang out with. Like, you might feel comfortable with this people because they look more like you, or like if you're with like a group of your friends who are tiny than you, and you feel like the big one in the group.
That is such a good point, because it's like, even if you're not big, if you're around people that are smaller than you, it makes you feel, because you are the biggest one there. That doesn't mean you're big.
It's a mind fuck.
It is. Oh
it's such a mind fuck.
It's crazy. But that is something that I'm really trying to work on at the minute, is just being, because I feel like I've never really struggled. Like, we literally had that episode where we talked about how like I just love my body. Yeah. It's not something I've massively struggled with. I've always wanted to be healthier, but I feel like of late I am really struggling with what I see, and I'm realising that it's so much more mental than it is physical.
Yeah.
And once I start like just realising like this is just how I look, and like I keep running, and naturally I'll get stronger and healthier, and then maybe I will, if I do lose a bit of weight through that, maybe I will be happy with how I look or whatever. But it is also like, I need to combat the mental side for the physical side to come.
Yeah, definitely. Like I see it with my body image, with my clothing, the way I dressed, even with like being gay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I'm very like middle, people say STEM presenting, and I'm just like, I don't know whether I should be wearing like my baggy clothes. Like, do I look better with masked up? Do I look better femme? Like, I can never find my outfits, and then if I do mask it up, I look more casual than the rest of my friends because we're going out, and then it's just like,
do you think it stops you from wearing certain things?
100%.
Like, really?
I can tell you that for a fact. Like, now,
like, would you see something that you liked and think, now I can't wear that because...
Yeah, like, for example, for like dresses, for instance, like, I know that I could put on a dress and I look banging.
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable in it.
And
I feel like I should be more masked. Or like, say if I go out with my missus, like, I don't really femme it up because I like looking masked next to her, because I know that she can really femme it up and she looks really good. And it, like, I know that she would 100% love it if I wore a dress or a skirt or whatever, because she's always trying to make me put a dress on. And I'm just like, I just don't know. I don't know, but I don't know what that comes down to. I don't know if it's my body image, or if it's just me being like, stop overthinking it, just wear what you want.
Yeah.
But then I'll wear it, I'll be like, oh, I look good, but then I don't think I should wear this. Do you know what I mean?
So it is so interesting, because like, I wonder if that's like, because you can just not be comfortable in certain things. Like, there's certain things, like for instance, I wouldn't, like, my mom loves really like glitzy, sequiny things. She's always been such a colourful person, and she always says like, I don't understand how you're my daughter, because I can be so like, give me a black t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
But I just don't feel that comfortable wearing those things. Not that I think it looks lovely on other people, but I never even consider it. I never see like a really sequiny top and think, oh, I'd like to wear that, but I wouldn't be comfortable in it. I just don't even think it's for me. But then like, there are certain outfits that I see, like sometimes things that are a bit more grungy.
Yeah.
And I think I'd love to wear something like that's sick. But then I think, everyone's gonna know that I don't normally dress like that.
Yeah.
Like everyone's gonna walk past me in the street. It's like, why is she wearing that? No one would know.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Like, no one literally cares. But it's something that I've struggled with. I'd probably say the later part of my life. Like, I used to wear dresses up until literally the last dress I wore was on my 21st birthday.
That's mad.
On my 21st birthday, and I wore that red sequiny one or whatever. But even then, like when we were going to raves and stuff, or like to a club, like mostly nightclubs, I would be like, what do I wear? Because I didn't want to. I won't wear heels. I will tell you that for a fact. I'm not putting no heels on. I won't. But I wouldn't mind wearing a dress and trainers. But then for most nightclubs, you can't wear trainers. It's like you have to wear heels or like shoes. And I'm not really like, I'm about my trainers. I don't really like look at boots and stuff. Since I've been with my missus, she's like opened my eyes to more stuff and like how I can style it to be more tomboy-y, let's just say.
So like, it fits your aesthetics. Like, you can wear a dress, but that's what I mean. Like, a dress doesn't have to be super femme.
Yeah,
you can wear a dress and you can make it you. And I think that's what it is like finding your style in those things. Yeah,
but then when I was younger, I used to think, oh, this aesthetic doesn't work with my friendship group.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so like I would want to wear like maybe some trousers and a top, and then they're all like glammed up, and I'm like, well, I can't go out looking like this now because I don't look glamorous.
You don't want to be like the odd one out.
Yeah, and that's I just didn't know how to fit, and it's something I still probably struggle with now. Like I don't know what to wear. That was a good thing about like hanging out with like you and like your friend group is that it's the most comfortable I feel when I put clothes on, because I never feel like out of place. Do you know what I mean?
When you say stuff like this, actually makes me feel like I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, it's true though. Like even when we went to like Brighton Pride and stuff, like I'd mask it up, and then like the girls were like, "Oh my god, that looks so good on you."
Yeah.
Whereas if I'd wear something like that with like a different friend group, they'd be like, they wouldn't say anything like bad or anything, but you can tell that
you just weren't made to feel like it was accepted.
Yeah, exactly that. So
I think as well, I feel like with the girls that I like predominantly hang around with as a group, we all have like slightly different aesthetics as well. Like we don't get me wrong, there's some nights we go out and we look like a girl band because we're literally just like so coordinated, but like we do like lean into our slightly different aesthetics. And I think it's just becoming comfortable, and it's mad because I feel like we've got so much older and we've learned so much, but we're still really just figuring ourselves out and becoming comfortable. Yeah.
And even with like wearing like borrowing your clothes or like Lucy's clothes or whoever, like she can wear that and it'll look a certain way on her, and I can wear the same thing and I put off a different look.
It gives a different energy completely.
Which I like, actually.
I like that.
I really think it's cool, but I don't know. I think I just kind of went a bit deep there.
No, I really like that. I really, really like that. And I like that perspective as well, is that you can borrow someone's clothes and it look different on you, but that'd be a good thing, because I've had so many instances like at uni where like one of the girls would be like, "Oh, do you want to borrow my top?" And I'd put it on and all I can see is how good it looks on them. Yeah. And I'm like, oh no, like it doesn't look the same on me, but why would you want it to? Yeah. Why would you want it to look the same on you? Why would you want to look the same as someone else? Like, it's cool that you can bring something a bit different to it. Obviously, if something doesn't fit you or whatever, that's completely different. But like, it's cool that you can bring a different energy to the same outfit. Yeah. I really like that perspective on it. I feel like I will carry that forward.
Yeah, it's good. But it's you like that brought that perspective out of me, because as I said, like I wasn't very confident in how I looked or how I dressed or anything. Yeah. But you made me feel like, Renee, you look sick, man. Like, keep this outfit like you're Paul Beggial or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Gas each other up.
Yeah, you gas it up, and like you don't look at me and think, do better. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, props to you guys. You're getting clapped. You guys know who you are, who I'm clapping to, by the way. So,
no, I do like. I feel like this was like a therapy session, like talking about, because honestly, this morning I was literally like crying. I was like physically, genuinely, I was crying. I was so upset about. I felt like crap within myself, but I feel like talking about it is really nice. And it's funny because I actually went on a friend date yesterday. Ooh. So I'll explain that properly in a second. One of the things that we were talking about was that you'd be shocked at how many people feel the same way you do, but no one wants to talk about it. Like I was basically saying how, I think it's a bit weird that I do that. And then I was like, but she was like, no, I do that. And I'm like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, we talk about things and we feel a certain way, and you feel so alone in that. Yeah. But then like even just having this conversation with you, and I speak to you almost every day, but just saying like, oh, I felt really crap about this, and having this conversation has made me feel better about it already. Yeah.
Good. That's good stuff, man. But your friend date.
Yeah, so basically, I met this girl when I was doing my acting classes, and we didn't really speak that much in the actual classes. Like we spoke a bit, but most of us weren't really. We were interacting with each other, but like through acting. We weren't having many like normal conversations and stuff. And then I had followed quite a few people from the class on Instagram, and she posted a few things on her story that I really related to. She's the same age as us, and I just messaged her and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And we ended up talking, and we just realised that we kind of, especially in terms of like actors trying to get into the industry and stuff, we were in very similar positions because we both work full time. We're not quite sure the best way to get into it. And we basically just said like, oh, why don't we meet up and have a chat? So it felt like I was going on like a first date. Yeah. Because we didn't actually know each other.
Was you nervous?
I was so nervous. I was sat in my car and I was like, oh my God. Because I was thinking, what if we have nothing to speak about? Like, we think we get on. We know we have at least one thing in common. But like, I was so nervous, and it was so, so nice. And I just think it was really refreshing, because as you get older, I don't feel like you're given many opportunities to make new friends. Yeah. You very much kind of have your friends and you just ride with them.
I think these friend dates need to be normalised, because that's one thing. I have very minimal gay friends, right? I have less gay female friends. I have gay male friends, but like zero.
We're putting this out there to the world. Yeah. Who wants to be Renee's gay friend?
Yeah, who's a girl? I want someone, especially someone who's like on my vibe as well. Yeah. Like there was a girl that I met here while I was at uni, while I was working actually. she's gay. She's younger than me, but she's gay, and I feel like she's kind of on my level. I might be a little bit more femme than she is, but you can vibe. But like, I don't see her. I don't talk to her. Like, it's weird, and I feel like we should normalize making friends and going on friend dates.
100%, because also I feel like you have different friends for like
different things.
Yeah, and like I don't think there's anything bad about that as well. I don't think you should feel bad about enjoying doing certain things with some of your friends and certain things more with others, because you've just got different things in common. And I think for you massively, especially after what we've just spoke about in terms of being comfortable in like how you dress and stuff like that, like that could be massively helped by maybe making some new friends that are more on your vibe in that respect.
How do you find these
I don't
people?
know. You have to push yourself out there. Like, for instance, if I'd never gone to that acting class, I'd never have. I'm not saying you need to go to an acting class, but like something you're into, like that's how you can be, like you do need bits of DJing and like do you know what I mean? Like kind of just fun, and don't be afraid to just message people and just say, listen, oh hi, I really think this is sick. Like I think it's really cool. Like, oh, I really like your outfit. Where's that from? Yeah. Just have conversation. I feel like people are so. We spoke about this the other day. I don't know if it's a British thing or a generational thing, but people are so scared to like look beggy and like like I don't get it. Like there's nothing wrong with just messaging someone and saying like, oh, that outfit's sick. Where did you get it from?
Yeah, I think for me personally, like I have to be an in-person thing, because I know how I am. Like I know I need to get better at communicating with people, like over the phone or whatever. Yeah. Because I know that I'll message someone on one day, be like, oh yeah, all for the conversation.
And then the next day when they reply, you're like, why did I even send that?
Yeah, like I'm like, I can't be asked for this conversation. But if they were here, if they were like, oh, meet up with me tomorrow or do this or do that, mate, I'm down. Like I'll leave my phone at home and come and chat to you. Do you know what I mean? Like
even like events and stuff, like for instance, like prides. Like I think as well, going to prides, your intention of going to pride and meeting new people doesn't have to be to pull. Do you know what I mean? Like you can go up to people at Pride and be like, oh my god, your outfit's so sick, start chatting with them, like, oh, like, so you local, like, oh, we should meet up, like I'd love, and like you can make it very clear that you just want it to be a friends thing. Like you can literally be like, I'm here with my missus, like, and like going to gay events and stuff. Like there's loads of gay events.
There is, but then for me it's like finding someone to go with, because like you're not going to be available all the time, let's be serious. Like you have your own life, and
I know, but if you want to get something in the diary, I will come with you and we can make some friends. Yeah. And I feel like it sounds so weird, but I just think you got to think the friends that you've had your whole life, they're amazing, don't get me wrong, but there are going to be new things that you find out about yourself as you get older. Yeah. And you might need some other friends to help you explore that side of yourself a little bit more.
Yeah, I definitely need to find some more people out there that's just on my wavelength. Because right now, I can't lie, friendships are lacking.
You've got good friendships, but you want more of them.
Yeah, like, essentially, basically. Because I need to be able to do some stuff, man. Mm-hmm. I really do. And I don't really do a lot right now. Like I have friends from work, but would they be my friend if I wasn't working with them? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's a lot of the time with work friends.
Yeah. And I had a massive opportunity to do this at uni. Mm-hmm. Do you think I've made one gay friend from uni?
Yeah.
Not one. Like I have Victor, and I met Victor at work. He does his masters at my uni, but I've never seen him at uni. I met him through work.
You have to really put yourself. I mean, obviously that ship's sailed now. Uni's done, but like you do have to really put yourself out there. Like if me and this girl from acting had never messaged, like we met up for brunch yesterday. Met at 11:30. We were still chatting until like 2:30, 3. We got on so well. We've said like let's make this a regular thing.
Who made the first move?
I don't remember. I should check. Yeah. Probably. Let's see if it was me. I don't think it was, because I'm a wuss.
I feel like you would probably remember it if it was you as well. You were like, oh, I messaged this girl the other day.
Let's see. Guys, this is real time. I'm figuring out who set it up. It was her. Right, I found it. It was her. She basically just said, if you ever want to chat or go for a coffee, let me know. And to be fair, this is the other thing, because a lot of people would interpret that as like, oh, she's just being nice. Yeah. But I said, yeah, let's do it when you're free. Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, sometimes people do just say stuff like that to be nice. But like, if I say that to someone, if I say, listen, do you want to meet up? Let's have a chat. I mean that. And like I thought that she did, and she did. And we had such a nice time. And yeah, it was lovely, because I feel like I've actually gained a new friend. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what, stuff like this is what makes me in my head think I should just go places and just do stuff like solo, just to meet people. Yeah.
But I know that I'm just going to be a pussy and I'm going to get to like freaking, I don't know, I'll be in like Italy and I'll be trying to chat to someone and then I'll be too scared.
You would just do it though. Like, you think that you would be scared, but the more things you do on your own, the less scary it all seems. Like, even going back to like me going to the cinema on my own and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I used to be so scared to do that and think, oh, everyone's going to think I'm so weird. And like, I don't go to the cinema on my own because I've got no one else to go with. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I go because I like to have that kind of like time on my own. Also, you don't speak to anyone when you watch a film anyway. So, and I would rather just go on my own and watch something that I really want to watch than have someone with me who doesn't really want to watch it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I do more things like that. I feel like I am more comfortable with just approaching people and doing things on my own. It just takes some getting used to, but I really do think there should be like less of a, I don't know.
Yeah. So any of you guys, any of you gay females out there want to make a new friend like me, please call.
Just a friend, nothing more.
Yeah, nothing more than friends, please. I know I'm so pagan that you all want to be with me, but unavailable.
Have some self-restraint, guys.
Yeah, come on now, calm down, calm down. Yeah, man, just jump in my emails, you know. Hop on Instagram. You know, drop me a message on Instagram.
Leave a comment down below.
Yeah.
Let the world know that you want to be friends with Renee.
Yeah, man. I'm available for friendships only. But yeah, I think that's the episode, for to be honest. I think I'm just digging myself a hole here.
So this has been like an actual full therapy session of just getting loads of things off our minds from the past few weeks.
Talk with Renee and Princess, man. That's all this is.
Yeah. Just yapping.
Yappa. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, listening. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to us. Drop us a comment, give us a like, all that good stuff. If you're on Spotify, 5 stars would be preferable, please. Bren, where can they find us?
As usual, you can find us on both Instagram and TikTok. The username is the same. It is branching_out_podcast. And if you would like to send us an email, then you can also do that. And the email address is branchingout2023@outlook.com.
Woo! I've been Renee.
And I've been Princess.
Peace out, guys.
Bye.
I know